One question I get asked a lot is, Kaori, how do you manage a work-life balance? How do you have time to do everything you need to do to become a successful entrepreneur? How do you have time to walk your dog every day? How do you have time to take your daughters to the after-school activities? How do you have time to spend time with your husband and do weekly lunches and workouts? In this video, I will share with you my how-to on managing a work-life balance. If you're new to my channel, this is Kaori Nagao, your Las Vegas lifestyle specialist. As your Las Vegas realtor, I make these videos to empower and educate women through real estate and assist families relocate here. Now let's jump into this video. I like to think of myself as the Japanese Wonder Woman. I have superpowers and make it all work. I make it look very easy, but it's not. There's actually a lot of coordination and multitasking involved. So what's the secret? It's quite simple. I schedule my days around my daughter's schedule. So they come first and then everything else follows. So what does that mean? Let's take a look and let me break it down for you. So let's take a look at my schedule. I time block everything and my work day starts as soon as I drop off my daughters between 8 and 8:15. So as you can see, I have 8 to 8:15 blocked off for girls drop off at school. And that's when my day starts. And then here we go. There's obviously things that are blocked for every week. I have team meetings, for example, on Mondays, a Sotheby's weekly Zoom meeting, every Mondays from 9 to 10, and then a Char luxury meeting on Wednesdays from 10 to 11. And then it's also important for me to spend time with my husband. So my husband is off on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I do time block some time to work out with my husband and also have lunches with him on Mondays and Tuesdays. And as you can see, everything else is filled up in between the time that I drop off my daughters to school and then also do the pickup between 3 and 3:15 here. And then just talking about after school programs, I have 2 daughters and one of them does gymnastics 3 times a week. So as you can see, that is time blocked here on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then both girls do swim classes on Fridays, so I have that time blocked here. And as you can see, sometimes I multitask. So while my daughter is in gymnastics, there are sometimes appointments that I take in between. And let's say we are closing a house and I need to hand over keys and meet with my buyers. So that is a good time slot to do that because recording usually takes place in the afternoon and I could use that time wisely to take care of some appointments. I might have an appointment, a request for a showing, for example. And again, I do a lot of virtual showings right now because a lot of my clients are from out of town that are considering relocating here. So those are great times to do my appointments if it's a short one while my daughter is in gymnastics and doing her activities. And then taking a look up here, so I have my marketing content planned out at least a week in advance, sometimes 2 weeks in advance. I try to do that as much as possible. So you can see in yellow, these are kind of my notes for my social media content. These are usually my Instagram posts. I do post once a day. I usually do it first thing in the morning, so that's taken care of, so I can start my day with my daughters. And then of course I have my YouTube content that I share weekly, and that's usually over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I do it once a week right now. Eventually I want to get to that point where I do 2 videos a week, but for right now I do it once a week over the weekend. Weekend is obviously great because that's when I get more viewership. A lot of people are taking time off of their work and obviously spending time a lot of their free time on YouTube. So that's a great time to get exposure to my viewers. And then I have some notes here, which is in green. These are just notes. Notes about my clients, notes about what to follow up with. So it's really important for me to keep in touch with all the realtors and brokers in town. We exchange a lot of information there. And so for me, I'm on a lot of group chats on Instagram and Facebook where we exchange these information. And I actually have an Instagram women's realtors group chat that's only based here in Las Vegas. We actually try to meet at least once a month in person so we could actually exchange information in person as well. Okay, a couple more things to know. I actually have a housekeeper that comes twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and she basically helps around with the things in the house, especially cleaning of the house, maintaining the house, things that obviously I could hire somebody to do. That's something that's really important, ladies. We try to do everything ourselves, But then at the same time, you have to kind of think about what's important for you, and if that time that you're cleaning your house is really a time that is maximized in your schedule, right? So for me, I have help around the house so that I could take that time to focus on my business, or that time to focus on my kids, help them with their homework, other things that we could do while that is taken care of by somebody else. Delegation is really important, and obviously, I can't do this by myself. A huge, coordination and multitasking takes place, and especially with my husband, on his days off, he really helps out with the house and with the girls so that I could focus on things that I could do as far as for my business. Many people ask me how often I film content for my social media. And the answer is it varies week by week, but it's usually 1 to twice a week. Lately, I've been doing a lot of collaboration and home tours. So in that case, that really depends on when the listing agent is available and when the seller is available, if it's owner occupied, to showcase the home and do the actual tour. Another tip is that a lot of people think I film a lot, but I actually do multiple titles in one day. So I would bring different outfit changes so that it seems like it's been filmed on different days, but in reality, it's actually multiple titles in the same day within that 1 to 2 hour period. So what happens after filming? Kaori, do you do all the editing? The answer is no. I'm not techie at all. And obviously, as a realtor, my time is best spent with my clients, prospecting, showing homes, educating, and that's what I'm very passionate about. So I hire a professional team that does all the editing for me, and they're fantastic. And again, I think it's really important to understand the power of delegation so that you're not doing that in the middle of the night when what's important for you as a mom is to get that beauty sleep so that you could take care of your kids and your family the next day. So there you have it. My take on how to manage a work-life balance is to work around your kids' schedule. Once you've identified how many hours of your day you have to focus on your work, focus on yourself, focus on your husband, take time for your dog, then you'll be able to manage. And time blocking is so important. If you don't time block or put reminders, you're gonna forget, right? You've got so many things that you're multitasking with. And of course, sometimes we forget and, we make it look easy, right, moms? But it's not. There's so much that goes behind the scenes, the multitasking, the over-communication with your husband, the reminders. We all need to remember that everything that you do is for your family, and all these things, you need to take credit for, ladies. We don't take time to take credit for ourselves, and I think it's really important to take time for yourself. So for me, I need that time with my girlfriends. I need that time for myself. And a lot of people ask me how I do it, but I do take weekly bath, facials, massages. You need to take time for yourself to be able to be that Wonder Woman to take care of your family. All right, ladies? So I'd love to hear from you. What are your struggles? How are you time managing and having a work-life balance? What are your secrets or tips? I'd love to hear from you because I'm always learning, and I'd love to have these conversations with my girlfriends because you know what? We're all doing it, ladies, and I want to know your secret. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Kaori Nagao, your Las Vegas lifestyle specialist. And again, my vision is to educate women through real estate.